Hi, everyone. I'm Yaza Dalal, Chief Growth Officer here at Joveo, and welcome to Recruiting Realities, where we bring to you the latest developments and insights in recruitment. And today we are speaking again with our in-house labor economist, David Garrett, about the U.S. jobs report for October 2024. Hello, David.
Hey, happy to be here as always. How's it going?
It's going awesome. And for our listeners, at Joveo, we publish interactive insights across all major occupations in the US. You can check that out on our website, joveo.com/interactive-insights. David, the most recent US jobs report came out for the month of October. Last Friday, the US labor market added only 12,000 jobs. I think that's dramatically below the 113,000 that was projected. Perhaps not the only prediction that didn't come true in the past week. Definitely a stark contrast from the 250,000 jobs that we saw reported in September. I know healthcare and government employment are continuing to go up, but temporary help, manufacturing are down. The rest of the major sectors are relatively flat. I also saw that Hurricane Helene, Hurricane Milton caused 500,000 people to not show up to work specifically due to weather. That's more than any other period since the government started tracking that statistic since 1976. So that's pretty crazy. And I know, of course, the unemployment rate remained unchanged at 4.1%. So what are we seeing here? What are our main takeaways?
Yeah, I mean, this report was kind of a mess, wasn't it? It's a little hard to tell. I will say I think a lot of economists kind of expected this report to always be very, or at least pretty volatile, since there were two major hurricanes in the U.S., major strikes with Boeing. I think it was like 33,000 machinists went on strike. There was a fairly short-lived strike by the International Longshoremen's Association, all within the same month. It's a lot that can impact the data collection process. Every time major events like this occur, it always has that risk. And for example, this month saw a decline in manufacturing jobs by about 46,000 in total. And since the majority of sectors remain fairly stagnant, it definitely makes this report look very weak in terms of the total job additions, just because you have so many things dragging the numbers down.
And I think it's fascinating how just a few very large employers can have an impact on the national rate. And personally, I'm not sure it's evidence of an overall slowing in manufacturing at all, because I can tell you from the business side here at Joveo, we're talking to at least two major global manufacturers who are actually expanding their hiring. That's why they're talking to us. So how should we interpret this report then? What should our listeners take away, given that, as you say, the report was a little messy?
Yeah, I mean, even though the job gains were incredibly low overall or kind of stagnant, it really just makes that data a bit less telling about where things are. And the fact that we did see similar consistency in trends amongst other parts, like the unemployment rate, a rise in average hourly earnings, it really means that, kind of like I said, like the distortions in the number of additional jobs are just distortions. It is always kind of crazy to see these massive swings because of only one or two major employers or events, right? So this month's report really doesn't tell us things that we haven't already seen in more long-term unemployment trends. Like with manufacturing, like you said, like there is a lot of pent-up demand from what I've heard and what I've seen, and consumer confidence even in October actually went up by I think 11%, which is the largest since March of 2021. So there is a lot of indicators that there is hope on the horizon, and maybe this is these distortions were just messy.
Well, got it. Thank